Hey everyone, it's Mikey with San Francisco Association of Realtors in the MLS department, and this is another video on the MLS 11 changes. So what we're going to go over first here, I'm going to just do a quick search just so I have some search results. And what we've gone over in the last two videos was we did the continuous scrolling. We also talked about the action pane here on the side. And what we're going to focus on this video is the grid versus display views. So as you can see, currently I'm looking at a grid, and you can tell that too, not just because there's a grid here at the bottom, but also because this is highlighted. Normally when something is activated in MLS 11, there's this sort of teal color over whatever is activated. So I can scroll through here continuously like we had talked about previously, but let's say I want to look at it a little differently. I want to see some more information. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click display, and you can see immediately my same search results are now divided into two sections. On the left side is the pin cards, which are representing each particular property in my search results. And then the center is whatever the display that I've chosen. So in this case, if I hit this little pull down menu, you can see I'm looking at full listing detail. So I can, just from this search results, I can scroll through and look at the entire property. And if I don't like what I'm seeing, or if I want to maybe go to the next one, I can click over here and it's going to change that view in the center. And I can just click through these. I can also use the arrows if I want to use the arrows to go up and down on the properties. If I want to just skim through things, I can do that. So if I decided that I wanted to change this, let's just say that maybe I wanted to look at, the client listing summary and what that looks like. Well, here it is, just a few pictures, that information in the center, and I can just change it to whatever I'd like. So if I decide that I want to do photo gallery with descriptions, I can do that. And that is just navigating between the grids and the display is all I have to do. Here on the left side, if I hit back to grid, it's of course going to take those search results and make it back into the grid. And if I decided maybe there's something on this grid that I don't like, or maybe if I don't see something I do like, I can always click on this gear tool here. So I'm going to click on that. It's going to take a second to load. And everything here on the right-hand side are all of the fields that are already in the grid. Here are all of the available fields. So let's just say I want to do, I know parking is a big thing. So let's just say parking, I think it's total parking actually. Let's go down to total parking spaces. There we go. So I'm going to highlight that guy, and then I'm going to say add. So that now that has added total parking spaces to my grid. And I can move this up and down as I'd like. So if I click on this, I say move up. I'm going to move this guy up here. Let's put it, that's pretty important, so I'm going to put it right there. So I'm going to say save, and then I'm going to say back to lists. And now you can see here in the center, total parking spaces, just where I added it. And now I can, at a glance on my grid, look exactly what I want. So that's, anytime you want to add or subtract things from the grid, just hit that gear tool right there. So again, that's the grid display. It's really easy to navigate between those two options. And that's just one of the changes on MLS 11. If you have any questions, you can always reach us at MLS@sfrealtors.com. We hope to hear from you. Have a good day.